So you are still writing a speech with purpose, right? But you can launch it, do it later on, a bit about it. But yeah, like it tells you what are the different projects that you have as a part of it. Okay. Now you focus on your speech. Yeah, talk about it later on. Okay. So objective is simple. Like your speech should have a structure, and your time is 4 to 6 minutes. Yeah, that's fine. You log in again?
Yeah, I'll log in and this one actually.
Usually, are your topics based on the theme, slow poison?
20.
This is
Quite
okay.
You can do quick poison. It's a mystery.
Secret.
It was the one
Yeah,
for
one.
989 is just getting one missed call. I've opened the meeting room, but like the YouTube live is being set up. Should we post it in the group? Is it live? From your streaming software.
Observing the overall movement and then putting that
मतलब मीटिंग
हाँ मीटिंग स्टार्ट हो गई, मीटिंग स्टार्ट कर दी है मैंने, आप लोग ज्वाइन करके चेक कर
ट्राई
सकते
जॉइनिंग
हैं।
इट इट्स सिंपली द लिंक
No current live stream.
Yeah, I created this live stream.
कहाँ शेयर किया है
Let me
We will have to
share that.
copy this stream key and put it here, no?
इसमें ये आईडी है
Just that.
लिंक किसमें है?
अच्छा इसमें लिंक नहीं है।
एक बार मेंबर्स वाले पे दोबारा फॉरवर्ड बिकॉज लिस्ट सही नहीं है
क्या है?
check कर लो then मुझे phone करो
Create a stream.
चलिए मैं मीटिंग करूँगी
Oh, it's it should be an L. No, I think it will go live from web. Okay. Something.
Happening from webcam, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure actually. Screen audience.
Yeah. Let's do the share screen.
Teams. This is Teams. This is Teams. Okay, I think it's live. Someone test it. Let's go and see.
It normally comes.
पासवर्ड चेक करना पड़ेगा.
Hi, Pratik.
ये वाला आगे.
ठीक है प्राइमरी की और वहाँ चाहिए ना
Can you check YouTube live as well?
ठीक है yes
Hi Sagar, hi Abhishek, hi the third guest. And just give us just give us a few minutes. We are setting up the environment.
Yeah. Harsh, I am on the way. Hi Harsh, this is Sagar. I am on the way.
Okay.
Till the time I've joined the meeting is online.
Sure. That works. Awesome.
Teams start. This is Teams.
because that license got expired I think last week so now we have a
ये इस पे काम नहीं करेगा वो। हाँ इसका केबल दूसरा है।
So we can तो है केवल
हाँ आई हैव दैट बट वो वहाँ तक पहुँचेगा नहीं।
टाइप सी
यस
otherwise we can use Lakshmi's laptop.
हाँ
उसमें
वो
करना पड़ेगा तेरे को।
स्ट्रीम मतलब उससे कर सकते हैं या ऐसा कुछ।
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. Are you connecting?
या बट इसमें ये नहीं लगेगा इसमें टाइप सी
Yeah, I have.
व्हाट्स द वाईफाई पासवर्ड
इस पे try कीजिए password. उसको work कर लिया. I don't know whether it works.
नेम क्या है
इंडिया एक्सेलरेटर से क्या है?
बट उससे कहाँ कनेक्ट हुआ है? We have to connect that right for the TV.
नहीं इससे भी होता है पहले. Let's see अभी होता है ये.
Okay. That's some advanced tech then.
डिफिकल्ट होगा इस। मैं भी ट्राई कर रहा था पर इसमें एक्चुअली बट हुआ नहीं था। यूट्यूब आई थिंक यूट्यूब इज लाइव राइट।
No, it doesn't work anymore. So we can use this
हाँ
here.
on
But
okay.
again, this will not work. Can we try here? Let's see. Yes.
विशाल अपने का यूट्यूब लाइव चेक नहीं है।
हाँ it's working. I checked. हाँ I checked 5 minutes back. It's working.
I think we can
Yeah.
go for a screen.
Check okay. Hmm.
That's good.
Or you could move here. So connect this directly.
हाँ
I don't know if the internet is working.
Can you check? Did you log in? Like, we have to actually do something after.
Yeah, it's
Apply for some.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
yeah,
that is
I
done.
know them.
Oh, that's right.
Bagish.
Yep.
अनम्यूट कर दोगे या वो अनम्यूट?
We can use this one ना? We can use this one.
Yes.
हाँ.
Audio video will use that one.
हाँ.
ऑडियो
इसको
मतलब
mute करो.
For video.
टीवी का ऑडियो या इसका
TV audio will keep it mute.
अच्छा
Someone has to accept it.
या
Rashmi, just mute that one. Let's try it. Hello everyone. Mayank, can you hear us? Mayank, can you hear us?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
There is no echo, right?
No, there is no echo.
Okay. Great.
Are we audible?
Yes, loud and clear. Prateek is calling. Hi Prateek. अच्छा ठीक है Sunny, who is our speaker number 2, he is on this floor, so let me get him. Till that we can start. I think TM, who is the TM? Sagar and Tom to नहीं है. I think it's the sergeant at arms, right? He's not joining, so maybe we can start.
No, we changed the topic. We changed the theme. It's not true. What is this script for Sergeant at Arms? Who is Sergeant at Arms now? I'll be doing that.
You are the presiding officer, right? I know. I know, sir.
Do you have it handy?
Do you have?
You want to send it to me?
I was finding from there only. All right. Mayank, are we good to go?
We are on mute.
Mayank, are we good to go?
Yes, Ashish.
Super. Just confirm once that audio video is clear.
Yes, it's absolutely clear.
Super. So yes, let me just wait for 10 more seconds because we have our first speaker coming in that time. I see. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome, please, sir.
Hello.
All right. Wish you all a very, very warm good morning, and you can't perhaps know how delighted I am to wish you this good morning because I am attending this meeting after a while and it's super excited to be here again. I'll be your Sayanam today and I welcome you to 432nd meeting of Eloquent Toastmasters Club and 432 weeks, you can imagine this club has been meeting. Started this journey in the year 2014 and here we are today doing our 432 meeting. Before starting, let me mention the 3 ground rules of this hybrid Toastmasters meeting. First of them is to keep your cell phone or the devices on mute unless you are speaking and keep yourself on the virtual audience. Please keep yourself on mute unless you are speaking, and for the physical audience as well as virtual audience, please keep your mobile phones on mute. And I'm giving you 10 seconds to do that as I do it for my own self as well. May I request all of you to either turn off or mute your mobile phone. Right? This will help us to have 2 hours of distraction-free focus as well as meeting on our growth journey today. I hope you all have done as I do the countdown to 10. The second key rule as Toastmasters is that we do not talk about the 3 taboo topics in a derogatory manner. So what are those 3 taboo topics? Those are sex, religion and politics. While we can speak about them, but not in any derogatory manner. So please, in your speeches and in your participation on the stage, take care of that. And third ground rule is to have fun, as the people who are going to come on stage today have done a lot of homework to prepare, or likewise for the people for table topic sessions, they are going to be somewhat nervous as they come on the stage. So as audience, let's pay all our attention to them and avoid cross talks and avoid any disturbance as much as possible. So that will be really helpful and perhaps a tribute to the people who are taking out time to spend here. Eloquent Toastmaster Club, for all of your knowledge, is 4th consecutive President Distinguished Club. So Toastmasters have different ranks in order to assess the clubs. So every year the clubs either get a distinguished status or a select distinguished status, and highest club status is President Distinguished Club status. And Eloquent for last 4 consecutive terms has been President Distinguished. So this speaks volume about the effort put in by all the members and more specifically the EC leadership team to lead us towards the journey of growth and development. And no better no better time to invite on the stage our presiding officer, Toastmaster Bhavna, to share with us a little more about our club and welcome the new members.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashish. So everyone, a very warm welcome to our 432nd meeting. As Ashish has already described a lot about our club because he has been a veteran Toastmaster in our club and he has been giving guidance and directions to us how to drive the club and how to take this club to the next level. So we have been getting all the support from him from quite a long time. And we are happy to see you today, Ashish. So before we go ahead, I would like to welcome our guests here and would request guests to turn on their camera and share their introduction with us. So we have one guest here.
We can start with offline guest.
Yeah. Hi, so you can come here.
Yep. Good morning, all the Toastmasters and distinguished guests. My name is Sunny Kumar. I am a Toastmaster member in Gurgaon Toastmaster Club. I came here to deliver my P1 L2 P1 speech, and I hope to enjoy my speech, all of you. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sunny. We have two more offline guests here, and I would request you to please come here and introduce yourself.
Hi everyone. So my name is Karmika Verma and I come from Haryana. Currently I'm working in Wipro as a data analyst. So I am here to improve my communication skills, storytelling, presentation. So that's the reason I'm here.
So should I just?
Yes.
So hi, good morning everyone. I'm Shashwat Singh Mehta. I'm from Haldwani, Uttarakhand, and I work at Optum. I recently started working here. From April I joined, and yes, I'm here to like grow and meet new people and eventually like become a better person overall. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ashwin. We have guest Salakha online. I would request you to unmute yourself and introduce yourself to the audience.
So like I can't hear you.
You're not audible, Salakha.
No, not yet. No, not yet. Maybe we can take guest
sure.
payment team till then.
So in the meantime, we can move to another guest. And I would request you to rename yourself as well. And let's hear out from Paynet team.
Yeah, hello, good morning. Actually, I have created a company account, so it's automatically here. And I didn't change my name. My name is Pooja Yadav, and I am working as a digital marketing manager. So I am here to improve my communication.
Okay,
Thank you so much. So we have next guest Abhishek with us. I would request you to unmute yourself and introduce yourself to us.
Yeah, good morning all. Abhishek here. So, like last meeting, I already physically I visited the location, but unfortunately I was out decision, so I online I joined here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abhishek. So Salakha, would you like to give it a try again? take 2.
Okay, I'm audible now.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Suzana Kapoor. I'm basically from Indore. I work in Eloquent as a product owner. The main issue is this only. So I wanted to correct and articulate my thoughts very easily. That's what a gap I identify during client meetings. So I'm here to help in articulating my all the thoughts correctly.
Thank you so much, Salaka. So welcoming everyone here, all the guests and all the Toastmasters. So we can, I think, proceed further without indulging into anything else. So I would like to hand over the stage again to myself as a Toastmaster of the day. Again, a very warm welcome to everyone. So I believe everybody is aware of the theme for this meeting, which is slow poison. So what comes to your mind when you hear of slow poison?
Procrastination.
Procrastination?
Slow death.
Slow death?
Poison. I hope you are not giving us poison.
Sugar. Sugar.
Sugar.
That's a good one.
Sagar is talking about sugar.
Anybody else?
For me, slow poison is
Stress.
I hate that.
Slow poison is?
Tinde, I hate that.
Okay, so no, we
Stress.
are. Yeah, please.
This is Sagar. I'm saying stress as slow poison.
Stress is slow poison. Yeah. So yes, all these things can be slow poison, but before I conclude anything as a slow poison, let us do an activity. Take your pen. You can take pen over there. Write down your name with your right hand. If anybody is lefty, they can use their left hand.
This. You can do it now. I do it. Yeah, it's fine. Right. Go ahead. What's the activity?
Are we done?
Again, sorry. What's the activity?
Take a pen, write down your name with your right hand, and if anybody is lefty, they can use their left hand. Now try doing the same thing with your opposite hand. Write your name with your opposite hand now. So how was the experience?
Artistic.
Artistic?
Challenging.
It was slow poison for me, Varna.
We realized we were
We got back to
too fast
primary
to
school.
Urdu and write Urdu.
That's nice.
So we were really natural while we were writing with our right hand. The first one was really natural. We were really at ease. But the opposite hand was really challenging. We had to pay some attention towards it. Right? And then we wrote our name, though I believe everybody must have wrote their name completely, but it took a lot of attention, which is quite challenging. Right? When we were writing with our right hand, I believe we could have done this with our closed eyes. Anytime, maybe in the dark as well. So this is the power of our comfort zone. When we are in our comfort zone, we can do anything and everything at our ease. We feel really natural. Because our comfort zone brings every possible amenities or every possible ease in our life. But what if somebody asks us to go out of the comfort zone?
So we resist ourselves.
And then we try to push back that zone, that circumstance which makes us difficult to survive in that circumstance. We really do not want to be in that zone. People really love, but when we say that you are in your comfort zone, they would not agree to it. But when you show them that yes, you are in your comfort zone and you are not ready to go out of your comfort zone, they would hardly accept it. So this is the power of our comfort zone. We tend to really behave basis our personality when we are in comfort zone. So before we conclude this part, let me share one story with you. My mentor just told me that, Bhavna, you are in your comfort zone. Why do you do this tit for tat thing? If somebody is bad with you, why do you start behaving bad? When something is wrong, why do you go wrong with them? I said, I am not a saint. I will definitely do that. He said, agree, you are not a saint, but why do you do that? My question is why? I said, because I feel like doing that. I didn't have any concrete answer to that why. But then after doing some sort of brainstorming that why do I do this? I didn't get the answer. Then I asked him again, I went back to him, I asked him, okay, now you tell me, why do a person do this? And why they should not be doing this? This is a human nature, right? We can't be good, we are not Mahatma Gandhi, we have read those quotes, be good to someone, right? Who are doing bad to you, but we can't generally do that. So he said that if your brain functions this way, that you are doing bad to someone who are doing bad to you, it means you are holding the grudges. If you are holding the grudges, it means your mind is continuously engaged thinking about them. For that period of time, until you complete your grudge towards them, you will not be able to release your mind. You will not be able to think anything apart from that. But then at one side you are trying to do something analytical, you are investing yourself in creative thinking sort of thing, problem solving, but you are not doing that. I said no. I got offended. I said no, I am doing that. He said, see, I just show you. You are not even open to the feedback. Again I got offended. I said no. Okay, then I said okay, fine. I took a seat and then, okay, then tell me, what should I do? He said nothing, just think about it. Why are you doing all this? Either why do you do tit for tat, or why are you investing yourself in so many things if you had to do tit for tat? If you are choosing not open to the feedbacks, why are you doing all these things? Why are you into the Toastmaster and why all these things? People know that this is my sensitive part, so people pinch me there only. So this is the power of the comfort zone. We are in the comfort zone. I am 30. Since last 30 years, I have been doing this, and that has become my personality now. And when I am trying to change it, this has become really difficult for me. And sometimes I feel that I should not talk to that person again. I should block that person. I will never ever talk to him, or I will never ever share anything with him. So all these things comes to us when we think that yeah, we need to change us, but at some point of time we really cannot accept it that yes, we are negative at some point of time in our life. So ending it here and moving forward to our further prepared speeches. So now we have our prepared speeches section, table topic section, and then evaluation section. For the first topic, for the first section, which is prepared speeches, I would request our first speaker's evaluator.
GE introduction.
Yeah. So we have our general evaluator, Toastmaster Vishal, with us.
No,
Bhavesh.
You're the GE today.
Okay. Yes, I would like to request Bhavesh to come forward on the stage and introduce yourself and your team.
Thank you, Bhavna. I hope I am audible. You guys are able to hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, Bhavesh.
Great, thank you so much. Happy Saturday, everyone. Very good morning, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests. My name is Harish Nirvani, and it is a pleasure for me to actually playing this role of a general evaluator. Before I introduce about my role, let's have a conversation between you and I. Let's have a small conversation. I see that Toastmaster Ashish is up to something.
I'm already excited.
I'll just let you finish what you are doing and then I'll continue speaking.
Now you go on, please. Go on, please. I hope I'm not distracted.
Great. Great, thank you so much. So I would like to ask a question to all of you. Do you know what is the original source of anything called? What do we call an original source for anything?
Origin?
Like the Okay. Any more answers?
Our thoughts?
That is correct, but there is actually this word which we call the original source for anything is called as fountainhead. And it is known as fountainhead. So we say that the original source for light is the sun. So the sun is the fountainhead of light. The original source of our thoughts is our brain. Hence we say the fountainhead of our thoughts is our brain. So let's say if we have to get rid of our fear of stage, if we have to improve our communication skills, so the fountainhead for that would be Toastmasters, right? So the fountainhead for anything becomes the original source of that. Do you guys know what is the fountainhead for human progress? What was the original source of human progress?
Consistency. Consistency.
Sorry, please come.
Change.
Consistency, okay. Change.
Curiosity.
Curiosity. I'm actually looking for a right answer here. Improvement, great. Evaluation, okay. Fair enough. Actually, the fountain mindset, okay, thank you so much for all those answers. None of them are actually right or wrong, but the truest answer, if you actually look at the root cause of human progress, is human ego. We were able to progress because we had ego in our brains. Hence, the fountainhead of human progress has always been our human ego. And because we gossiped about that ego, because we spreaded our ego between us amongst each other, because of which we were able to evolve. So let's do a small activity. I would like each and every one of you to actually share the most egoistic statement about yourself. Let it out of your system, and then we'll see how we are going to evolve in this meeting. And I want each and everyone's participant to actually say the most egoistic, whatever is coming as a part of your egoistic personality, just say it out loud. And I'll start by myself, by setting an example here. The most egoistic quality about me would be that every time I walk into a room, I feel that I own that room and I'm the superstar in that room, and all the people around me are stupid and idiot. And that is the most egoistic statement I think about myself. And I would like everyone from the virtual stage and from the physical audience to go ahead one by one to share the most egoistic statement about themselves. Please continue. I'm not there, but I would have actually pointed on the individuals to continue. So please continue. Yeah. Please.
Would be the football ground, and my most egoistic statement is that I am the best defender and nobody can pass through and score when I am defending.
Okay, thank you, Harsh. Continue, please.
I'll follow maybe. So, in my view, my most egoistic statement perhaps is a strong belief that I can make a difference and turn around things and get the results which I want. So therefore, I keep trying and keep kind of pushing, even let's say when perhaps I should have given up, or perhaps the results are just not possible, but I still keep trying.
Great, we love that. Thank you so much for doing that for us. Please continue. Vishal, Rashmi, anything?
One thing which comes in my mind is don't judge me on that, but the statement which comes is I don't care. So sometimes I just feel like I don't care what the thing going around, but I just move on and embrace the things which are coming on my way.
Thank you so much for sharing, sir. Rashmi, Vishal, Bhavna.
The most egoist thing I feel is that sometimes most of the time I feel that I can stay alone for days, for hours, and I don't need anybody in my life.
You don't need anybody, certainly. Thank you. Continue, please.
So for me, the most egoistic statement or the belief is that I can overcome through any situation. Any situation means, be it emotional, physical, or whatsoever it is. I strongly believe that yes, I will definitely try and find a solution to anything and everything, and I'll come through this. I'll sail through that circumstance.
Thank you so much, Mrs. President. You are the president, yes. Vishal, would you like to say something?
Yeah. So my egoistic statement is I feel I not only feel, I believe I have a very good sense of humor, and I can develop a good rapport with anyone I talk to. But I have realized over the time that not everyone is as humorous as me. Not everyone take the humor in the same sense as I take. So yeah, I mean I need to work on that. That you need to adapt your style talking to different people.
Of course they don't. You are the master in your humor. Yes, Toastmaster Mayak, you would like to say something?
Yeah, sure. So my egoistic statement would be, I would say I have the excellent articulation skills. I can easily simplify the most complicated situations, most complicated topics, be it professionally or be it personally. I'm very good at it.
I second that. Thank you so much. Any other guest from the virtual stage?
For me,
Any other guest?
egoist.
Yeah, one guess want to say something. Stop there.
Yes, ma'am, please go ahead.
Okay, for me, the egoist statement is like I love to spend time with my own. I love to spend time alone. So sometimes people used to say you are very selfish, but it's not selfish things. I just love alone.
Great. Thank you so much all for actually sharing your egos with me and with all of us. This exercise was actually a practice to indicate to this ourselves that when we are actually spreading our egos in the world, it's not from a cynical standpoint, it is from a standpoint of our own evolution, of our human evolution. As the journal evaluator for this meeting, I will be, of course, evaluating how well you will be progressing in this meeting, how well we all will be evolving in this meeting. But essentially, I would like to see how well we all are able to spread our egos of being the best speakers out there in this meeting. And to help me with this, I have a beautiful team which is known as tag team of timer, accounter, and grammarian. I believe that we have a open role for timer, Bhavna, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I can take that.
Vishal will take.
Great. So a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Vishal for to actually take this role last minute. And I'd love for him to introduce about his role and of course himself. Over to you, Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavesh. So before I explain what the role of timer is, I'm sure everyone of you would have seen Kaun Banega Crorepati or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in your life. At least one episode of it. It's a pretty famous show. So what's the one famous memory that you have from the show?
The timer, something.
I was hoping for some other answers, but yeah, you hit the nail on the head. So yeah, I mean, the one thing which is consistent across all the different seasons of KBC or any other show for that matter is the timer. So that's why it's important to keep a check on the time. And as the timer for today, I'll keep a check on like the entire meeting, be it on prepared speeches, evaluation, role players, and other things. So for that, I'll show different cards. For example, for prepared speeches, generally the time is 5 to 7 minutes. So if the time is 5 to 7 for a speech, I'll show this green card at 5 minutes. Then I'll show the amber or yellow card at 6 minutes, and then I'll show the red card at 7 minutes. So once you see this red card, try to end your speech within the next 30 minutes. And I'll be sharing my speech when called upon by the lovely general evaluator Bhavesh later on. So back to you, Bhavesh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vishal. A huge round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen, for taking this role last minute. Now I would like to call upon the physical platform, the counter for today's meeting, and that would be Toastmaster Sagar Kharbanda. A huge round of applause for him. And thank you so much for taking this role. I'd love for you to explain about the objectives of your role and, of course, yourself. Over to you.
Good afternoon, good morning, fellow Toastmaster guests. The role of our counter is to note usage of filler words such as but, and filler sounds like and during the meeting, whoever used those words. And at the end of the report, at the end of the meeting, I'll give my report when called upon by the general evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sagar. Now I would like to hand over the virtual dice to our grammarian Toastmaster Mayank. Huge round of applause for Toastmaster Mayank. The virtual dice is all yours. Please introduce your role and, of course, yourself.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Bhavesh. Very good afternoon, everyone. Grammar is the backbone of any language. Correct and good usage of grammar makes our speech impactful and more meaningful. And on the contrary, incorrect and not so good usage of grammar makes our speech ineffective as well. So as a role of grammarian, I'll be evaluating the good usage as well as not so good usage of the grammar during our speeches, table topic discussions, and TMOD sessions. Additionally, as part of my role, I will introduce the word and phrase of the day as well. All the members and guests are highly recommended to use the word and phrase of the day during their respective speeches. The word of the day is cogent, which means clear, logical, and convincing. I can give one example as well. Her cogent presentation impressed the board members and secured the funding. The phrase of the day is seize the day. Seize the day means encourages someone to take advantage of the present moment. For example, teachers always encourage their students to seize the day and pursue their dreams. So as I said, all the members and guests are requested and recommended to use word and phrase of the day. And as a token of appreciation, if anyone uses the word or phrase of the day, we show a thumbs up to that person. And I'll be sharing my report once called upon by the general evaluator towards the end of the meeting. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Bhavesh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mayank, for articulating your role beautifully for all of us and for comprehensively. Moving ahead, I would, as the general evaluator for this meeting, I would actually encourage all of you to seize this day by spreading your egos, and always remember, guys, if you have to progress, that progress will only come when you are taking your egos as the fountainhead And when you are spreading it amongst yourself, I will be evaluating the entire section and all the speakers on the basis of how well they are able to articulate and spread their egos in particular. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I would like to hand over the stage back to the team of Toastmaster Bhavna. A huge round of applause for her.
Thank you for explaining your role really well, Toastmaster Bhavesh. With this, I would like to start the prepared speeches section where our first speaker, Rashmi, will be evaluated by Toastmaster Vishal. So before calling Toastmaster Rashmi on the floor, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Vishal to share the purpose of her speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavna. So Toastmaster Rashmi is delivering her project 2 as a part of level 1, which is presentation mastery. The objective of the project is to learn and review basic methods of writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. Timer, please note that the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes for her, and I'll hand it back to you for declaring the topic. All the best, Rashmi.
Thank you. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Rashmi on the stage. Toastmaster Rashmi, the ripple effect of kindness, the ripple effect of kindness, Toastmaster Rashmi. Let's seize the day.
Thank you everyone for the warm welcome. So imagine dropping a pebble in a pond, in a still pond. What happens? The ripples spread out and it touches the every part of the pond, even though the pebble is still long gone. That's the power of kindness. Kindness is like that pebble. Kindness is a simple act of showing ourselves, and kindness is like the simple act which may seem very small and very tiny in the beginning, but it affects so many lives. It transforms the life of so many people, and it helps us not just to become a better person, but spread the awareness and positivity into the environment. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and fellow guests. So today I want to share how the act of kindness can help us transform the power of kindness and helps us become a better individual. So I would like to start with a story. There was a young girl named Sarah. So she was having a very tough day and she was commuting to office, and she had a long to-do list to work on, but she was stuck in traffic. She was overwhelmed. Then the red light came and she sat at a red light. Right in front of her, a bus stop was there, and right in front of her, a car was there. And on that car, there was a bumper sticker that said, "You are amazing." It was a simple statement, but that made Sarah smile. And maybe a lot of other people who read that sticker on that day. So it created a positive impact on Sarah, and Sarah decided to pass that kindness. And on that day, Sarah helped that old uncle to cross the road, and when she was helping that old man to cross the red light, so that made that old uncle smile, and that small gesture helped the old uncle gives a lot of blessings to Sarah. So it all started with that bumper sticker, and that bumper sticker's effect had transformed the life of Sarah, that old man, and a lot of other people who read that sticker. Now let's start with another story. This time it's about me. I started working with an analytics company a year ago. So my colleagues Preeti, Supriya and I joined the company in the same month because company was planning to expand their Google Ads team. So when I joined the company, I quickly recognized the very good habit of my manager. So he had a remarkable habit of complimenting every individual, especially our team members, even if it's a very small achievement. So he started the day with maybe thanking anyone who completed the project just on time, or maybe appreciating the efforts of member who handled the client deliverables in a very busy periods. So that habit of Jericho created a very good culture of the collaboration and positivity in the environment within our team. So even if there was some collaborations and contributions from the team member that was not that sometimes become unnoticed, but he used to appreciate the small efforts of everyone. So that habit of Jericho actually motivated everyone, and then we started incorporating that habit within our team members. So we started appreciating each other's work. Let's say we used to say that great work on that project, or thank you for helping me with that report for the client deliverable. So that created and fostered the environment of positivity and collaboration within our team. I started incorporating these habits in my day-to-day life. Last month only, I was at my favorite coffee shop in Gurgaon. So it was a usual busy day, and the barista seemed overwhelmed. So when I was leaving that coffee shop, I left a small tip with a note saying, "Thank you for your amazing service." The very next day, that barista greeted me with a very huge smile, and my usual iced latte was already ready. So my usual iced latte was already ready. So this has made me realize that even tiny gestures can create a big impact in others' life. So just like that pebble's ripple can impact, can touch the entire pond. In the same way, the small acts of kindness can affect countless lives in the ways that we may not even realize. So we can, I would suggest to let's thrive like that pebble, and we can practice the small act of kindness in so many ways. Let's say saying hi to a stranger so that it can seize their day, or maybe just listening to a stranger or even your friend, so that sometimes just being there and listening to someone can have a tremendous that can impact their life, and then maybe holding a door open for someone. So these small acts of kindness can help us become a better individual and transform the life of so many people. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi, for guiding us to the light of kindness. So our next speaker, Toastmaster Sunny Sharma, will be evaluated by Toastmaster Ashish. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Evaluate to share his class.
Thank you so much. Firstly, before I share about the detail of the project, I would like to welcome Sunny to our club and compliment his initiative of going into a new club to share his speech early on in Toastmaster career. I would encourage all of us to do that. It actually takes us away from comfort zone and avoid the slow poison, because after a while, coming on a similar stage, similar audience, it becomes a comfort zone after a while. So really compliment you there. Looking forward to your speech. And secondly, the pathway which he's following is really amazing. It's my favorite one, persuasive influence, because I personally believe that the world needs people who are able to influence, and we know how bipolar or unipolar we all have become, and people who can positively influence us are able to make that big difference. So really appreciate you following that as well. He's pursuing today his level 2 part 1 speech, and the purpose of the speech is to identify his own leadership style. So there are many ways in which he can do that. He can share about his leadership style or some other leadership style which he has observed. So I will be focusing on whether he's completing the purpose fully of the project, and likewise also I'll be focusing on the structure of the speech and how he is going to deliver it. Right? Any other anything, any element which you want me to look at, please, while you come on the stage, you might highlight. I wish my target speaker all the very best. Looking forward to it.
Time is 4 to 6 minutes.
Yeah, timing is 4 to 6. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashish. I would like to invite Toastmaster Sunny on the guest to deliver his speech. Toastmaster Sunny, Power of Affiliation Leadership. Power of Affiliation Leadership, Toastmaster Sunny.
Imagine, sorry for that. Imagine being on a journey where the destination is clear, but the path is full of insecurities and challenges. Now picture yourself surrounded with the people who supports you and motivates you. That's, my friend, is the power of affiliated leadership. A kind of leadership which promotes coexistence, emotional connection, and trust with each other. My name is Sunny Kumar. I'm a product designer by profession. I work at Airtel. And being a designer, I get to meet lots of diverse team to work with. When I joined a new team in my recent organization, I get to work with a new team and have to work on a new project where the stakes were quite high, and lots of things to be worked on in terms of building a trust among the team and delivering the project on time. One day we had a brainstorming session where all of our team were working on this project, and I found one of my junior designer was quite silent. Usually he is beaming with the ideas, but that day he was quiet. After the brainstorming session, I took him to the cafeteria and we started having a candid conversation. He talked about and discussed about lots of innovative ideas which we can bring in this project, but he also spoke about his insecurities, where he thought his contribution towards this project might not be as expected from the team. I truly appreciate his honest conversation. He also talked and discussed about the roadmap which we can follow to deliver this project on time. I was just listening to him all the time, and later I congratulated him and boosted him to become more involved in this project. Next day, he came in the office full of energy and brilliant ideas, and one of his ideas became the cornerstone of that project. Here, what I have learned, that when you give a space and when you heard and make people seen in the team, they become more productive and they become more risk taking in their approach. The affiliated leadership is not about, it's not about having the affiliated leadership is not about being less spoken or not able to take a tough decisions, but it's more about bringing the people together and have more confined understanding and delivery among the team. As a affiliated leader in the team, I'm getting a little nervous over here. I just quickly have a note. One second. Okay, sorry. So let's not forget that leadership is not about confined titles or the positions we get, but it's also about how we treat the people who are working on the people whom we all are working with. I, as a, at the end, at this closing, I wanted to all of you to reflect on the leadership qualities they have, and probably try to also have the connection in their leadership traits to make this world better. Thank you, and thank you, and I embrace all of you with the affiliative leadership quality to make this world better and leadership quality more improved in this world. Thank you, Hava.
So with this, we are done with our prepared speeches section. But before moving forward, wasn't that really great? A perfect blend of kindness and leadership together in our last section. So when we talk about the blend of kindness and leadership in our lives, a person who is getting influenced by these sort of blends are really blessed, right? So when I was talking about my mentor, for whom I was thinking that I should have blocked this guy, and I should not have been talking to him, I should not have been even discussing anything about that person. I didn't do that. Because eventually I was trying to get out of all those things, right? I have been trying to come out of those comfort zone and overcoming those traits. Though I don't know how to do that, though he's not even guiding me how to do that, he's just pointing me. And I got nothing to do with it. At least he's just telling me that you're wrong here. Just identify, find out the way yourself, because this is your egoistic statement, right? You can find any solution for anything, everything, just find it out. Because of that egoistic statement, he is not even helping me out. That is the another problem. But I am blessed that I have such a person in my life who can actually analyze me and point me out there where I am wrong. So my dear friends, life is really like an onion. We need to peel one layer at a time. So when somebody is pointing us out at us that this is wrong, we need to fix that thing first. Or maybe something that is really under that umbrella, we really need to fix those elements first. So moving forward, I would like to invite our table topic master, Toastmaster Vidushi, on the stage.
Hi guys, good afternoon. First of all, can we have the virtual audience on the video so that we can interact better? Since it's the most fun part of the session, so I believe it is expected to have people and see their faces. So guys, this session is a great opportunity to seize the day and come out of our comfort zone, as that's the theme we have been talking about today. So the session today has been twisted and planned in a very unconventional way to how we generally do our table topic sessions. So I'll just explain how we have planned. So there are two activities. So the first activity I'll explain. So you have to pick up from the cup. So the name is pull from the cup and create a story. So you have to pick one thing from the cup or one slip from the cup, and there would be 4 words or phrases in it. So I'll just give you an example how it will work. So for example, I pick up a slip and there are these 4 words. First is strawberry, cat, pen stand, and a phrase hold on. So I have to create a story, and you can imbibe any emotion in it. You could be sad, you could be happy, it can make sense, it could not make sense, it could be feasible, not feasible. So you can just speak of anything, just create a story. So for example, for these 4 words, I can say, one fine day I was reading in my study room and I was eating strawberries.
I saw my cat next to me playing with my pen stand on my study table, and I shouted, "Hold on, Whiskey." Whiskey is my cat's name here in the story. So, and I'll just go on. So I have to speak between 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute is the minimum time, and 2 minutes is the threshold. So we have to just, weave around the story and speak for 1 to 2 minutes. So anyone has any doubt before we pitch in?
No.
Okay, guys. So let's start. Who is going to volunteer?
What is the second twist? You said there are 2 twists.
So there are 2 themes. First one is that you pull from the cup and create a story.
Okay.
Second one, I'll just give you an idea and explain in detail once we close the first activity. So second one would have imaginary book titles. So for example, there is a book title, When I Said Goodbye to My Mother. So I have to give summary of that book. What would that book be? Judging from the title. For example, I can weave the summary starting from how my childhood days were with my mother, how my young days were with my mother, then how she helped me, and then finally, she passed away and how I said goodbye. So just make sure when you're talking about the book, you create a structure. Talking about your starting days, then the middle days, and then you finally summarize. Like how a summary of book would be. So that's the second part. So once we come to it, I'll explain more and give an example. So starting with the first one, which is pull from the cup and create a story, where you will have 4 words or phrases. So, some of them would have one phrase, not more than one phrase. Other 3 will be words only. So, anyone who wants to start with it? Okay, Bhavna is here. And just one more thing, for the virtual audience, we can pick up the snip. So don't worry, we are here to do the honors. Starting with Bhavna.
I need to pull all.
Yeah. No, one snip.
One snip.
So you can just read out the words and phrase for everyone, and then you can start the story. You can think for 10 seconds. So for the timer, whoever is the timer.
Let me know when you want me to start. Okay.
Hospital bed, raccoon, golf ball, happily ever after. Raccoon, that animal, right?
You can start. It's more than 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's 25 seconds.
So I have never been to any golf club, ever. But I tried. I wanted to give it a try. I took that golf stick. I hit that golf ball. That should have gone idly into that pitch. But that I hit that hard, that golf ball hit that raccoon. I took that raccoon to the hospital. Doctor asked me what happened to that raccoon. I said I hit that raccoon with my golf ball. Doctor was trying to figure it out that where is the injury. Doctor couldn't see any injury. Doctor said, no, you didn't hurt that raccoon. I said, no, yeah, I hurt that. He was not even moving when I hit that raccoon. Doctor said, you can take this back, take your raccoon back, and you can feed him, you can play with that raccoon, and he'll be fine. I said, okay. I took that raccoon with me, and we played really happily ever after. We played together. That raccoon grew up with me. He grew up so big, that big, that he didn't want to leave me. But I had to take that raccoon into the zoo because I had no more space on my bed to keep that raccoon. Then I was living happily ever after, post leaving that raccoon in that zoo. Thank you.
So I hope we have covered everything, right? Hospital bed, raccoon,
Yeah.
golf ball. Greatly done. I hope the raccoon is happy with you. So guys, moving ahead, who would like to come next? Anyone from the virtual audience? Do we have? I can see Prateek's hand. So Prateek, I'll pick for you if you trust me.
Absolutely.
So your words are happy, penguin, cranky, and pancake. You can write it if you want. Do you want me to repeat it?
Happy penguin, which sometimes get cranky with while watching penguin.
Yeah,
Right?
it's an easy one. You can start. Over to you.
We'll start.
Sure, let me get started. How many of you remember? You may have heard the name of the channel Pogo. And on Pogo, I am sure some of you might have seen a cartoon, which was, I still don't remember its name, but there were lot of penguins in that show, and they used to speak an alien language. Yeah, I. It was Pingu. Yeah, beep 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 beep. As soon as a kid, I used to watch that cartoon or hear him speak like beep 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 beep. It used to give me immense happiness. I still remember as an Indian kid coming from a small town. Obviously, there were many things shown in the animated way which we were not aware about. For example, igloo or ice skate, which he used to ride. Then a sea lion was his friend, and they both used to do some mischievous activity during the entire episode itself. And in fact, that was the only show from which probably I got the idea of pancake. And I love the way how whenever Pingu used to hurt himself, maybe his leg, his feet, or anything, he will go weeping to his, he will run to his mom, and then she will put some bandage over his leg and keep on sometimes his younger sister will get cranky all the time, and their mother will cook the pancakes over there, and after eating the pancakes again they would go like beep 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 beep, and ultimately it will make them happy. Over to you, Toastmaster Vidushi.
A huge round of applause for Prateek. Greatly done, and you took us back to our childhood memories. I think I'm just going to go back and search for Pingu videos now on YouTube. So thank you for reminding us of that. So moving forward, guys, anyone else, especially from the guest, I would encourage everyone.
Yeah.
After a guest, I think you can take next. Any of the guests? Hi, what's your name?
Shashwat.
So Shashwat, you can pick.
Okay, so my words are pineapple, snowman, journey, and why. So let's get started. So I went on a journey to Antarctica. I don't know why I went to a journey to Antarctica, but what I found. So we were traveling in Antarctica apparently for some reason I don't remember, and while traveling in Antarctica we came across an igloo, and outside of the igloo we found a snowman, and for some reason it had a pineapple head. I don't know why. But then I remembered I like pineapple and I ate the pineapple. And then I came back. Thank you.
Certainly you like the pineapple and the pineapple.
Moral of the story, I like pineapples.
Thank you, Shashwat. Vishal, you would like to come next?
Yeah. Bhavna, can you do this? Fine.
So the words are olives, muffin, wax, and tie your shoes. Olives, muffin, wax, tie or shoes. Okay, I'll keep it in my hand. So, last week I planned to watch a movie with my friend, and we went to our favorite mall, DLF Saket. That's where we watch most of our movies in IMAX Laser 3D. And our plan was to initially, eat a wonderful pizza with olives and all the other vegetables. But then when we entered the pizza shop, or I mean, it was Domino's where we went. So unfortunately, we were told that there are no olives. So since I went there to have a like olives as a topping on my pizza, so I decided to step out. We left the pizza restaurant, and then we decided to go to Nerula's. So that's where we decided that let us try some muffins here. So even though we have never tried muffins in Nerula's because it's not very popular, but ultimately we decided to have that, and that was a really good experience. However, just before coming back to my home, I noticed that my laces are untied. So as I bent to tie my laces, tie my shoes, uh, I noticed that there is a wax on the floor as well. So I kind of tumbled while tying my my laces, and that is the story of a not so good day spent at the mall.
Great story, Vishal. I hope you are having good time today at NGF Metropolis Mall. So moving ahead, who would like to come next? Anyone from virtual audience?
Any guess?
Okay, Bhavesh, I can see your hand. So I'll pick one snip for you. So your words are chocolate, charcoal, aloe vera, phrase once upon a time. Do you want me to repeat it?
No, I get it. Thank you so much, Rishi. I'm just writing the words. Great. So once upon a time, and it was actually back in 2015 when I was not that good looking and I was actually underconfident about my looks and how I look. I was just having a conversation with one of my friends from school, and she advised me that guys who are chocolate looking are really in trend nowadays. And I was actually wondering that how on earth can I become, or I should become, a chocolate looking guy. And then I actually came back home and I asked my mom that how can I become a chocolate looking guy? And who was she actually replied, and she didn't know that what this term actually means. And then she goes like, I've heard that there are good ingredients which they are putting in the chocolate nowadays. Maybe you want to try it on your face and see if the glow is 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 shining, and then how you can actually become a chocolate looking guy. And I was just thinking it would be really stupid for me to apply that, but then she came up with another suggestion, and actually she was using this charcoal face mask, which I think you women apply on your face to get rid of wrinkles or to actually get rid of dark spots or anything like that. And I actually applied that on my face, and oh my god, was it a bad day. It was, my skin was cracking up. I was feeling uneasy all over my face, and I was just wondering why on earth did I have that conversation with my friends in the school in the first place. And oh dear god, I do not want to become a chocolate looking guy. But then charcoal didn't work. And my mother, she actually loves me so much that she came up with a plant name which I actually didn't even heard about up till that point in time. And she asked me to actually rub a aloe vera plant leaf on my face to get rid of the pimples or to get rid of the acne which I was having at that point in time. And that actually created a ripple reaction on my face, and I started to develop more pimples on my face. And I realized that my journey of becoming a chocolate looking guy is not going to be um, something which I can achieve. I gave up my dream and I will be just the way I want to be. So that was the story. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bhavesh. It sounded like an advertisement of a charcoal face wash initially, but you didn't end it positively. So you didn't promote charcoal face wash. We understand, but great story. Thank you for sharing that. So guys, let's move to the second portion of our table topic session today. So like I explained, there would be imaginary book titles, and for this also you have to pick from the cup. So every snip would have a imaginary title. For example, as I explained, how I said goodbye to my mother could be one title. Then I can explain or summarize the book. So we have to pick one snip, read that imaginary title, and weave a summary of that book and just speak out for 1 to 2 minutes. So is it clear? Do you want to ask any questions before we start? Okay, so who would like to volunteer? Especially the book lovers, I believe they should come forward first. Any book lovers?
That's yeah.
Okay, I can try.
Okay. So Mayank, I'm taking a step for you. So your imaginary title is Shyness Turned to Stubbornness. Shyness turned to stubbornness.
Can you tell me the meaning of stubbornness, please? If that's okay.
Jitty.
Stubborn. Oh, I heard stubble. Sorry. Shyness turns to stubbornness.
Yes.
Okay. So this was a story about a boy who was very average in his studies. People were not expecting him that he may become something or he may achieve something in his life. But because of some hard work, he became a chartered accountant and he joined a nice organization. And he gave his best during his work. He shined a lot in all his performances and in all his engagements. He was extremely appreciative of his he was always appreciated of his work as well by his seniors, by his supervisors. But all of a sudden he realized that he is doing extremely well in all his areas, and gradually he became very stubborn as well in whatever he was doing. He stopped listening to people, he stopped taking advices from people, and that's where his downfall started. Earlier he was shining as a superstar, but when he became stubborn, he was not even taking advices from people. But then he realized that it is important, if we really want to grow, if we really want to shine, we need to hear advices from people as well. We need to understand what they are saying, we need to take others perspective as well, and that's how he shined again. Sorry for this imaginary story. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayank. So guys, who would like to volunteer next? Anyone from the guest?
Salaka and
Sunny.
Paynet team.
I can try. Shall I?
Yes.
So it's my unwritten books. Unwritten book. So basically, I am not a very pro book leader as such. I don't know how this topic appears to me. My unwritten book, which is possibly not happening in future as well. But if I have to talk about my unwritten book, the summary would be how I have explored some of the great places where I have done some of the great solo trips. One of the best memorable solo trips which I have done so far would be the Andaman, and that would be the unwritten story in my unwritten book. I would also mention a few more solo trips which have been done in Kasol or in Gokarna. So that would also be there. and some of the unexpected experiences with the bioluminescence and snowfall at Kasol region. So that would be the complete summary of my unwritten book, which is not gonna happen, but I will try, and I'll see maybe in future I can have one. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. So, do we have any next volunteer? You can come next. How much time do we have, TMOD?
Last two.
Last two.
We can't have it without Sunil. So for Sunil, we'll extend one special one. With the permission of our timer.
Boredom busters. Hello everyone. So today I'm going to talk about a book named Boredom Busters. Boredom Busters, as the name suggests, so the book is about how to kill time with meaningful ways. It is not about just doing random things to pass time, like scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through Facebook, playing video games, or anything else for that matter. The book is actually about things that you can do in your free time that will improve your life, that will improve your productivity. The book talks about how between lunch or whenever you have free time, how you can use that time to engage in productive activities. Maybe go talk to your friend for feedback. Maybe go in internet and search about something which is more useful. It has small chapters that you can actually read in those free times about leadership, about your personal development, using time management. So that book is something which really helps you utilize your day, parts of your day which usually goes to nothing because you eventually do not get anything productive out of it. So I would really recommend the book Boredom Busters, which will help you utilize your boring time in a very productive manner. Thank you.
So, we have the last person going to speak, Toastmaster Sunil.
Can you take one more from guest if anyone is willing?
Yeah, I mean,
after
if they
Sunil.
want to.
After Sunil. नहीं.
सुनील और टेबल टॉपिक में ना होंगे.
I'm not dead yet.
Is this a theme or what?
The theme.
Okay.
She had told it to me.
I thought you have given your own.
Specially made for
Tagline. Yeah, so I'm alive. I'm in front of all of you. So, if a book is to be written, I'm not dead yet. I think the most important thing that will be written in this book is the time whenever a person was falling down, whenever a person was seeing failures in front of him, and how he reignited his energy, how he rejuvenated the passion and his enthusiasm to work towards achieving his goal. So, if I am going to write this book, there are so many things, so many challenges that I have faced in my life, and every incident, whenever I am sleeping at night, I might be feeling that the day was not good for me because there was a plan that I could not deliver for last 5-6 months, and then I'm sleeping one night and I'm thinking that maybe I will not be able to recover myself from this failure. I will not be able to recover the losses that I have made in last 5-6 months. But then the energy that is given by my parents to me, by the God up there to me, that will come into the play. And when that comes into the play, that will bring the life back into me. So this is something, this book is going to give an information for each and every individual, and that individual will feel that he is reading his own life. Because every person is facing the challenges. He may talk about it, he may not talk about it, but when he is reading this book, he will be able to see that this is me. This is me, and this is how I will be able to recover the losses, the problems, how I will be able to face the new day in my life. So I will recommend this book to each and every individual who believes in that next day will be better than the previous day. So I will recommend this book to each and every individual. I will be putting in the live examples of my life. I think people who don't know me, they don't know that I was a stammerer in the beginning of my life, how I recovered from it. And then in the college time I did it. After that there was a long gap. I was not speaking in public. Then I joined Toastmasters. That was the new chapter. When I joined Toastmasters, I started speaking to the audiences again, and that gave me the energy to stand in front of the camera. I started speaking to the camera also. So many things have happened. So every time I feel, I try to recollect that the day I joined Toastmasters, that was the day when I again spoke to myself that I am not dead yet. I am not dead yet, and from here also I can start a new journey at this age. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunil. You beautifully promoted the book. So make sure whenever, if we write a book, to call you for promotion. And thank you for how beautifully you brought up the message of Toastmasters also. So great job done. So moving ahead, if we have any guest, we can take one more person. Anyone from the virtual or physical audience? Any guest?
Yeah, dear guests, we are here for a reason. So please own this moment.
Yes, please take the advantage and seize the opportunity.
Looks like Shalaka moved to raise hand.
Go ahead.
But she is contemplated. Would you like to go ahead?
Don't do this. I won't be able to speak. Sorry.
Okay, no issues. So I think we can just wind up the session if we don't have anyone. So thank you guys. You all have been a wonderful audience and we all did really well. So thank you, and I will hand back to our TM Modi.
Indeed, this was really a brainstorming table topic section. With this, we are heading towards our evaluation piece. But before moving to the evaluation, what comes with the evaluation? Feedbacks. And applying those feedbacks is really a task. But before applying those feedbacks, acceptance to those feedbacks is actually a daunting task. So when we are accepting those feedbacks, then only we'll be able to apply those feedbacks. We'll be able to understand those feedbacks, the severity and the integrity of those feedbacks. So we will definitely go to the evaluation piece, but before that, just want to understand from you all, what comes to your mind when you fall into a trap or some sort of problem comes to you, or you get into such circumstance where you feel that, why me? What do you feel?
So Bhavna, I have a perspective here. So recently I was going through a challenge in terms of my health. So the question I flipped the question, why not me? I have my family, I have resources, my body is in a great strength, I'm young, I can handle it, so why not me? So flipping the question helped me. I mean, that's my perspective.
Kudos to you that you have really had that healthy mind state at that point of time when you were struggling with your health, and having that healthy state of mind actually helps us overcoming any sort of problem, any problem. So whenever life throws us any problem, or when we get into any problem or any such circumstance, when we feel that, why me? Just think, why not you? Who would you suggest? Can you give some names or any email addresses? No, we can't. So it's better we should think that, why can't me? It is possible. We have resources, we have our family, friends, everything. We have a lot of positive sides towards it. So when life throws problem, when we say, we always say that when life throws problem, take this as an opportunity. But that state of mind, do not let us take that opportunity as an opportunity. We fail there. But keeping that healthy state of mind help us overcoming any damn thing. So when I would suggest that when things go wrong, we should never go wrong with them. We should think that yes, there is something more towards it. We can think more about it. We can even connect with the people around us so that we can get a solution to any of the problems. So there are so many books. Why we read the books? Because the problems which we are facing, maybe somebody else would have already faced that problem and they have already published a book on that. They have given n numbers of solutions to deal with that problem. So that is probably one thing that we should read the book, and this way I probably am encouraging everyone to read the books. So the reason we all are here, because we all got something special. It is just necessary that you do not give yourself permission to settle for something less, or maybe settling for a mediocrity, because I believe majority is at bottom. And when we are waking up this Saturday morning, showing up here, sacrificing our me time, compromising on a lot of things just to show up here, investing in ourselves, then take the full advantage of it. We are actually out of our comfort zones. Weekend is weekend, right? But we are out of our comfort zone. So I would like to take a moment to really appreciate efforts of everybody here who are showing up and taking a moment, taking 2 hours of their time to spend here and make this meeting really a success, and investing in yourself. I would really pass on my wishes to everybody here that they can achieve whatever you guys want to achieve in your life. And with this, I would like to wrap up this theme of the meeting with a quote that the people who really want to leave an impact, look for their circumstances around. If they do not get those circumstances, the favorable circumstances, they create the one. So if you really feel that you want to create the circumstances which are in your favor, so just show up and get out of your comfort zone. With this, I would like to invite our general evaluator on the stage to present the evaluation.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhavna. Huge round of applause for Toastmaster Bhavna for that wonderful session. And just to actually follow up on what you were saying, Toastmaster Bhavna, if life throws lemons at you, make a lime soda out of it and not just have a big deal about it. And actually, I just want to take a brief opportunity to explain my perspective as well on what actually Vidushi was saying. If life is actually giving you any battle or any problem to deal with, always remember that it has come to you because only you can solve it. It has come to you because you have the potential to solve it. Otherwise, it wouldn't have come to you. So I think that is the perspective I lead my life with. And thank you so much for explaining those wonderful lessons and learnings with us, Bhavna. Before I deep dive into my own report and my tag team's report, I think we have an interesting section in Eloquent Toastmasters Club of hearing about the book summary from our book master. And I think for book master, we have Toastmaster Ashish, who volunteered for this role. Yes. So I would like to call upon on the physical stage Toastmaster Ashish with a huge round of applause. And we are looking forward to having some learnings, insights, and summaries from his sharing. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashish.
Thanks so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Bhavesh. I'm going to share with you a story. And for especially now North Indian people, anyone down south is called Madrasi. Yeah. Yes or no? Yes. Yeah. No offense to Madrasi. They are very intelligent people. Very little the North Indian knows that actually it's not only Madras. There are 5 or 6 states there now which are expanding by the day. God knows, maybe in a year from now or 2 years from now, how many will end up being. There was this one boy born in the year 1967, and this story is about him. He was born in a family where his dad was an IAS officer. And I want each one of you sitting in the room and sitting in the virtual podium to for a moment, step into the shoes of this young Indian man who's born in a family where his dad is an IAS officer and mom is a Sanskrit lecturer. This guy grows up in the typical Andhra Pradesh family. His father, because he's IAS officer, is moving to various places, and after spending a lot of time here and there, finally settled down in Hyderabad. He loves to play cricket, and you know that generation, especially after India won the World Cup, a lot of people got into the habit of playing cricket, liking cricket, and so on. But then his dad, IAS officer, was pushing him, hey, what do you do in cricket? There's no life. And his dad persuades him to go for engineering. A lot of engineers in the room. He tried IIT, failed. After failure, he finally got into engineering in Manipal University. And after doing his engineering, what most of the people who did their engineering in 90s or 2000s, the ambition is to go abroad. He also had that. Went to US and took a job over there. So this guy I'm talking about got married. After his marriage, he was blessed with a son. And guess what? His son had cerebral palsy as it is called, CP, right? He couldn't walk, couldn't move. And just imagine for a moment the emotion, the situation of a couple staying in US, having his child with a special need. And his son with cerebral palsy finally died a couple of years ago. He was also blessed with a daughter. About 10 odd years back, he was blessed with a daughter. And his daughter also had learning deficiencies. She could not learn normally. And their situation was such that the family had to split. The husband and wife had to split. The husband was in Seattle taking care of the son, and wife was in Vancouver taking care of the needs of the daughter. Do you think a person with such kind of a background, with such kind of situation can succeed in life? Any thoughts? Can people who think he can succeed in life do very well in life and career? How many of us think here that this guy can do very, very well in his career? One. Why do you think that, sir?
So it's all about mindset. If you just focus on your problems, and if you just think that this is what life has given you, you don't take it like this is my son or if you think like God has given me this responsibility, okay, I have to take care of my my children who have I'll call them differently abled, and then I have some other task as well as to grow career and do maybe for myself and my family, then you can easily handle those things.
How many of you feel that if we are in those situations, we can do full justice to our career and do great in our career? Raise of hands. 1, 2, 3. Any guesses whom I am talking about?
Mr. Murthy?
No.
Close. Field is the same, engineering, but different person.
CEO of Microsoft?
Satya Nadella. He is leading the world's largest value company right now. During his leadership in the last 10 years, Microsoft has done wonders. By the time he took over, Microsoft was in a shit. And he has transformed the organization from what it was to where it is right now. $1 trillion company. Right, and doing wonders. And those of you who track Microsoft closely would know that what they have achieved in the last 10 years. And in his book called Hit Refresh, he shared a little bit of his story. And to me, I was so very well inspired by this particular book. And more so that, today the theme of ours is comfort zone and slow poison, how comfort zone can kill us, and how in a difficult situation we end up giving up. In front of my eyes, and I'm sure in front of your eyes, you would have seen so many people, the moment they hit a roadblock, first thing they are thinking of is give up half their dreams. Let's drop this, let's drop this, it's too complicated. But not Satya. And what he says, me following cricket taught me 3 important things. 1, be fiercely competitive. One has to really try every ball, every bat, every over, try it out. Being fiercely competitive on the field. 2, be a team player. That we all cannot succeed by just focusing on ourselves. Lot of time we have to give up for the team. We have to surrender our individual goals for the good of the team. That's how we can succeed. Together we are better. And 3 is leadership, the growth mindset, and this whole approach of hitting refresh. That a situation can change all of a sudden. It's just not in your control. Whatever might be happening around you, it's just not in your control. What is in your control is to focus on your next step. And what he uses a term which I love, the term is impermanent. He says, like cricket, life is impermanent. You never know what's going to happen. And whatever happens around, you have a responsibility to yourself, to your dreams, to your family, to take care and finally become where, in his case, he's finally landed to be. Right? I think it's super inspiring as an example. I loved it. And for those of you who are interested, I would recommend this book. Back to you, Journal Evaluator.
A huge round of applause for Toastmaster Ashish for summarizing the life of Satya Nadella so beautifully for us and for giving us the learnings we rightfully needed on a Saturday morning. Okay, now it's time for the rightful evaluations. I would like to start by calling Toastmaster Vishal on the physical dais to evaluate Toastmaster Rashmi's speech. So the physical dais is all your Toastmaster Vishal. Huge round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavesh. So before we start the evaluation for Toastmaster Rashmi, I just want to share a very interesting fact about Rashmi. So the first meeting when Rashmi joined, she delivered her first speech. That was also the day when we were hosting our election for the club. On the first day, she volunteered. She pitched to everyone that she wants to be, the VPPR of this club, and then she won it as well. So it takes a lot of courage to, take initiatives on the first meeting. So kudos to you, Rashmi, for that. Coming to your speech, before I present my evaluation, I want to know from you in terms of, let's say, on a scale of 1 to 10. I remember when we were sitting outside, you were saying that you have not prepared a speech and you are not sure how you'll deliver it. What's your self-reflection? How do you think that on 1 to 10? Did it go as per your expectations or not?
No, not at all. I forgot almost all of my lines. I was just remembering it and then speaking. So I was expecting that I would have delivered it much better, but no, this shot was not good.
Okay. It's always good to have some self-reflection as well, self-introspection that you understand. But from the evaluation perspective, we also look at other things because we don't know the entire content that you wanted to cover, right? So in terms of the overall structure of the speech, I think your speech was well structured. It has a proper introduction where you introduce the story or kind of a short anecdote, I would say, of how the pebble creates a ripple effect. So I think that was a really good example, catches everyone's attention. Then you transition well to the body, like how the idea flows from like the pebble and ripple effect example to the story of Sarah, how small act of kindness help her and help others as well. Then you presented a personal story of your boss, Jericho. It's a very interesting name because he was a WWE superstar by this name, so I remember him. So I really like the way that you introduce some personal story. I mean, people always relate to personal stories. So the act of kindness that your boss has done and how it has impacted everyone, that was well organized and highlighted in the body. And then in the conclusion, what I really like is that you gave a call to action to the people that we should be kind to others, we should help others, and small act of kindness like, let's say, opening the door for someone or saying just a hi can make their day. So I think in terms of structure, I really like this. Apart from this, your clarity of word is impeccable. I mean, every word that comes out of your mouth is very clear. People are able to understand all of them. So I love that. Your use of stage was also good. You covered the stage from this part to probably this part. So it's good that you moved around. And then your use of gesture was partially good and partially, like I highlighted in my recommendation as well, because most of your gestures were around like this. So like this, it went like that. So I have some recommendations. First of all, I'll start with eye contact. You have really good eye contact overall in the meeting, but it was limited to only certain people. I could see that most of the time you were either looking at this side or you were looking at me or let's say Gesani or some people here, but you did not look at Vidushi, who was sitting probably like on your this side. So this audience on the right hand side was not covered. And at the same time, there was some contact missing with the online audience as well. I know it's very difficult because when you have almost 10 people like sitting around you, you tend to focus on them. But like be cautious that there are a lot of people online as well. In terms of voice modulation, you can use some modulation. For example, that you mentioned that Jericho, your boss, used to thank everyone. So maybe like you can use a different tone that Jericho used to thank everyone. Maybe just show a little bit of modulation there. And I think I'll go back to the intro part again. The intro was really good about the pebble and the ripple effect. But maybe if you could have flipped it in a, let's say, a question that before giving the answer, you could have asked that how many of you remember the, let's say, the pebble and the ripple effect kind of story. So I think starting with a question generally brings everyone attention to you as the speaker. And in conclusion, again, like the thing that you did was really great, that you asked people to act on what you are saying. But sometimes it's important to also highlight that to conclude, so that even if, let's say, someone has not followed your speech for 4 minutes, they will say, okay, the speech is going to end, so I need to listen to the speaker, what the speaker wants to say. So I think these are the recommendations. Overall, you smile throughout the speech, which I really love. I mean, I have got this feedback from myself from people that if things go south, if you don't know content, everything is secondary, you have a smiling face. So that's, I think, your biggest asset. Keep on maintaining that. And your overall delivery is very confident. As I said, it has very clear way of delivering the speech. In terms of objective, I think you have achieved your objective, and if you can incorporate these feedback points in your next speech, it would be great. So I'm really looking forward for your next speech. Back to you, Toastmaster Bhavesh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vishal, for your comprehensive evaluation. Without any further ado, I would like to move to Toastmaster Ashish for the evaluation of guest Sunny's speech. Over to Toastmaster Ashish. A big round of applause for him.
Good afternoon, everyone, again, and more specifically, my target speaker, Sunny Sharma. I'll start with the quote which I love the most about leadership. If your actions inspire others to be more, to do more, you are a leader. And I think today, through his speech, Sunny, in a very nice manner, covered the affiliation leadership style, shared his story about how by giving space to people and by treating them well, you can really bring out best in them. And I think that was beautifully done. And your speech had a very clear opening body and ending. So the whole structure and content, full marks to you. I loved it. Second thing which I would like to compliment is that a lot of time when we are giving speeches, we go a little awry on the purpose of the speech in terms of pathways. But in case of Sunny, his purpose was to identify his leadership style. He's identified that and shared with all of us. Perhaps he may not have worded it exactly like that this is how I found my leadership style, but he has covered throughout his speech the leadership style which he prefer and which he is employed, and he shared it through the examples, which I think was very well done. So your purpose is complete. The third thing which I would like to compliment is that in between, towards the later part of it, he fumbled. And a lot of time I have seen people who are in the early stages of Toastmasters, when they fumble, they leave the stage then and there. It's very difficult, and those who are here, who have been on the stage and who've given their speeches would know it is very difficult to continue if you have forgotten a certain part of your speech, right? But in this case, Sunny was extremely poised. He picked up his mobile, he recovered, and he concluded his speech properly, and then he left the stage. I think he deserves a round of applause. Right, and let's, as speaker, keep in mind that for any evaluator, for anybody, one thing which I can share with you, even the international winners of competition have said it publicly that they forgot a part of their content. So everyone forgets. So it's not A, B, C, D. Everyone. There's hardly any person who can say I spoke verbatim exactly what I wrote. Right? So everybody forgets. But the art is, over a period of time, how to hide that. No one knows what you have in mind, what you are sharing with them. The art is how to make the audience feel this is what you wanted to share. Right? So no one is aware about what exactly you have in mind. So where you miss how to pick up the next sentence and continue, that's the art, and you learn over a period of time. Kudos to your courage and for structuring the speech overall. I have two inputs for your next speeches. One, that in terms of your structure of the speech, try and see that you build a little bit on ending more specifically, right? Because ending is where you are telling the audience what you want to leave with them. What can audience do with your speech? What you've shared with them, what can audience do with it? How can they apply your learning? How can they benefit from what you've shared? Try to see that you build on that. Then you will leave a far better impact on your audience. Right? My second input to you is that while you will work on your body language and the voice modulation later in your pathways, try to be a little more conscious about that. So what I observed, a couple of things, your hands were clasped like this. So try and see if you can have a little more open gesture. And secondly, intermittently you were coughing, clearing your throat. Maybe it's maybe having a glass of water or trying to address, because this might distract the audience when they are focusing on you and your content. So overall, a very nicely delivered speech, inspiring all of us to focus on affiliate style of leadership. I have heard at least this style name for the first time, and I liked it, and I'm sure I'll take some learning from it. By building on your ending a little bit and by improving your body language, you could be much effective speaker in the future. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashish. Since we have the paucity of time, I will move quickly to Toastmaster Vishal again to actually present his timer report if he is having that handy.
Yes, Toastmaster Bhavesh. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I won't take much time. But in terms of the prepared speeches, so we had two speakers today. So TM Rashmi's time limit was 5 to 7 minutes, and she took 6 minutes 27 seconds. Toastmaster Sunny's speech had the time limit of 4 to 6 minutes, and you took 5 minutes 14 seconds. So both the speakers have covered the timing as per their speech purpose. Coming to the table topics, Toastmaster Bhavna took 1 minute 50 seconds. Toastmaster Pratik took 2 minutes 15 seconds. Guest Shashwat took 35 seconds. Bhavna evaluated me. I took 1 minute 45 seconds. Toastmaster Bhavesh took 2 minute 40 second. Toastmaster Mayank took 1 minute 25 second. Toastmaster Sunny took 55 second. Toastmaster Harsh took 1 minute 40 second. And lastly, Toastmaster Sunil took 2 minute 40 second. In terms of the overall evaluation, I am not sure if someone evaluated me, but I think I took maybe around 4 minutes, and I think even Toastmaster Ashish took the same time. So that's my report. Back to you, Toastmaster Bhavesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. Moving on to the report counted from Toastmaster Sagar. Physical stage is all yours.
Thank you, Bhavesh. Good afternoon once again. So, in my today's report, what I have noticed that Toastmaster Ashish, who played multiple roles, he overused the word "the" 3 times, "are" 4 times. Toastmaster Vishal, again, you have played multiple roles today, so you know the word you have overused at least 8 times and "are" 8 times. Toastmaster of the day, "are" 4 times, overuse the word "the" 2 times. Toastmaster Rashmi, "are" 12 times and overuse the word "so" 3 times. Second prepared speech section speaker Sunny, "are" 7 times, and also you are making this noise of so it was as also highlighted by your evaluator 7 times. Coming to the table topic section, second speaker Prateek overused the word "in" 1 time and "are" 4 times. Fourth speaker, 3 times and "are" 3 times. Fifth speaker, Bhavesh, "are" twice. Sixth speaker, Mayank, "are" 2 times and overuse the word "the" once. And seventh speaker, "are" 3 times, and the last speaker, Sunil, Toastmaster Sunil, "are" 3 times and overuse the word "the" once. That's all from my side. Over to you, Bhavesh.
Thank you, Sagar. Moving ahead with Toastmaster Mayank's evaluation, the virtual dice is all yours, Toastmaster Mayank. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavesh. My report is little longer, but I'll try to be as quick as possible. Firstly, talking about the word and phrase of the day. The phrase of the day was used by Toastmaster Bhavesh, Toastmaster Rashmi, and Toastmaster Vidushi. So thank you for that. Word of the day was unfortunately not used by anyone. Then moving on to the good usage of grammar, there have been several good usages and good phrases as well, but there are a few I specifically noted. Like our TMOD used quite a few good phrases. First is tit for tat. Second is guiding us through the light of kindness. Third is life is like an onion. We need to peel one layer at a time. General evaluator Bhavesh used various good phrases as well, like fountainhead, gossiped about our ego, etc. Toastmaster Rashmi used a nice phrase, ripple effect. Toastmaster Sunny used quite a good phrases like ideas became cornerstone of the project. And the one which I like the most, leadership is not about confined titles. Toastmaster Vidushi also used a very nice phrase, twisted and planned in an unconventional way. Toastmaster Sunil used a phrase like, who believes next day will be better than the present day. I like this one. And last, Toastmaster Vishal used clarity of words is impeccable. These were some of the usages which I like the most. Now I'll move on to the phrases wherein I see that those were not so good usages of grammar and those could be crafted or phrased in a different manner. I'll not take the names here. Firstly, someone said, I am basically from this place. Typically, when we introduce, we use the word basically. Let's avoid that. Simply say, I am from this place. Someone said, how are the experience? It should be, how is the experience or how was the experience? Someone said, complete your grudges. This is not a sentence in my view. It should be either relieve your grudges or release your grudges. Then someone said, comes in my mind. It should be comes to my mind. Then someone said, transform the life of so many people. It should be transform the lives of so many people. Then someone said, she sat at a red light. Technically, that not possible. She sat near a red light. Then someone said, old uncle. It should be old man or just uncle. Someone said, sometimes become unnoticed. It should be sometimes go unnoticed. Then someone said, last month only. It should be last month itself. Then someone said, greeted me with a very huge smile. It should be greeted me with a big smile. Then someone said, I was just listening to him all the time. It should be, I was patiently listening to him all the time. Then someone said, next day he came in office. It should be next day he came to office. Then someone said, we came across an igloo. It should be phrased that we noticed an igloo. Then someone said, eat a wonderful pizza. It should be eat a delicious pizza. Then someone said, chocolate looking guy. It should be chocolate boy. So that's my report. Thank you so much, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much for your cogent evaluation, Toastmaster Mayank. I think now I am in the list of individual who has used the word of the day, so I'm really glad to make it there. Okay. I actually have a longer report for this meeting because there were umpteen number of instances which I actually had to write and evaluate on. So starting with that, meeting started a bit late, but I think that is okay. Logistical and technical issues are unavoidable and they are bound to happen. Our Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Ashish explained the meeting's objectives and Toastmasters agenda beautifully. And what I like that though we have a set of speech for every Sergeant at Arms, but I think this is a really good practice which Toastmaster Ashish does, that he adds his own flair and touch whenever he comes to stage. So repeating that Sergeant at Arms speech in every meeting, it sounds monotonous, but I think since it was him, I think I was wanting to listen more and more on that. Then presiding officer Toastmaster Bhavna took over the stage. She made sure that guests are welcome. They all got introduced really well and set the stage for an amazing meeting. Again, Toastmaster Bhavna was actually wearing multiple hats, and then she was also the Toastmaster of the day. Your theme of slow poison worked as a fast elixir for me personally, instigated me to recognize my own slow poison and work on it. So the theme was relatable, quirky, and important, I would say. I think you were the great fountainhead, if I may say so, to talk about slow poison and sharing your recent experience as well. So thank you so much for doing that. The only recommendation I have for you, Toastmaster Bhavna, that whenever you are taking up the role of Toastmaster of the day, make sure that you have a consistent structure in place, because that is something which is really important for any Toastmaster of the day, to have a structure, a well-defined structure in which you are progressing with your theme, in which you are progressing with your session. Because if you are not having a structure, like whatever you are speaking, it sounds as if you are giving a speech or if you are actually speaking on a table topic. So it's really important for any Toastmaster of the day to have a defined and an well-articulated, and if I may say so, cogent structure in place. Then timer, I would say very brave of you, Toastmaster Vishal, to actually take this role last minute. I think in this meeting as well, you were wearing multiple hats, and it has become a trend, and we see that you are actually wearing multiple hats in every meeting. You were already a speech evaluator for Toastmaster Rashmi, so thank you so much for taking this role last minute. Toastmaster Ashish, again, he added his flair when he was actually introducing this thing about guest Sunny, that he is a new individual in our club. And when he was explaining about the objective of guest Sunny's speech, he mentioned this, though a speech evaluator shouldn't be mentioning this, but when he did that, I think it became natural. It looked organic and interesting. So kudos to Toastmaster Ashish for doing that. Coming to the table topic session for Toastmaster Vidushi, I think I've known her for quite a long period of time. I think so. And what I really admire about you, Toastmaster Vidushi, is that your creativity and confidence is increasing as days are passing by. As a table topic master myself in the past, I know it for sure that it takes courage to experiment and still be creative with table topic ideas. So kudos to you and a job well done on that. You explained both the ideas comprehensively, and what I really liked about you was that you included everyone and made sure that you are helping the virtual members as well. So thank you so much for that. After each and every volunteer was done speaking, you were also making sure that you are adding one or two lines around the topic to make it look wholesome. So I think keep doing that. Again, coming to Toastmaster Bhavna, as a table topic speaker, I think when you were narrating your story about you and Raccoon, I think it can be a separate movie altogether, a really funny one maybe. Only advice I have is to add more creativity. That would have looked more interesting. Toastmaster Pratik, when he started to share his take on his table topic, um, I think he started by asking a question, which is always a great way, in my perspective, to start a table topic with. He made it relatable by giving examples of cartoons from Pogo. So, job well done for making it funny and quirky. Toastmaster Shashwat then I think took over, and I think I can say it for a fact that for any guest, it is not easy to come up on a stage and speak on random words. So I would like to congratulate guest Shashwat for coming up on the stage and volunteering. We are looking forward to having more from you. Then I think it was Toastmaster Vishal. I liked your take the best Toastmaster Vishal. Only reason I have is because I think you were having the most difficult set of words and still you were able to connect those words with the places you visited in NCR region and then making a, I would say, a wonderful connection between shoelaces and wax. So it was really funny and quirky. I was enjoying myself. Then it was me, myself, Toastmaster Bhavik. I was fabulous, interesting, fantastic. No comments on my performance. That was my egoistic statement. Toastmaster Mayank, then I think what I really liked about your imaginary story, because I think that for a moment I thought that you were narrating your own story, but then I realized that you were actually curating an imaginary story. You made it look personal, you made it sound personal, I would say. Only suggestion I have for you is to, if you could have added a bit of humor, that really works really well. That works really well. And then Toastmaster Sunny, sorry, guest Sunny, I think it was a great take. I have no feedback for you. Toastmaster Harsh, killing time in meaningful ways was something I was not expecting. So, a really fresh take on what you were giving. Lastly, Toastmaster Sunil, I have had the pleasure of meeting this individual now I think a couple of times in the past. What I really admire about Toastmaster Sunil is that whenever he is coming on a stage with a table topic, I think for a moment I was not wearing my general evaluator hat and I was just observing him as an audience member because he has created a brand for himself that he is the best table topic speaker in the club. And very many congratulations for Toastmaster Sunil for creating that brand for himself. Your take on any table topic is far from monotony, is far from being boring, which is something I really appreciate about you. Then, Toastmaster Ashish, as a bookmaster, I think I am in no shoes to evaluate Toastmaster Ashish. He's an eloquent speaker. What I really like about him is his strategic pauses, which we call actually cadence in our speech, which actually makes audience want to listen more to you. So please keep doing that. Asking questions between the story and engaging audience. I think in that context, you are second to none. So congratulations, Toastmaster Ashish, for that. Then Toastmaster Vishal's evaluation for Toastmaster Rashmi, setting the context for your targeted speaker is something which was really refreshing, which is something I have seen no one executing it. You were explaining about Toastmaster Rashmi's past achievement, like how she started with her first speech on her first day, etc. So I think setting the context of your targeted speaker was remarkable. The aspects or the facets of her speech on which you evaluated her, it required a lot of observation from your end. So I would like to congratulate you for being a astute observer. And then, of course, you made it to a point that you are showcasing examples on where Toastmaster Rashmi could have spoken in a better manner. So, executing on the aspects on which your targeted speaker could have improved is something again I am learning from you. The only feedback I have for you as a speech evaluator would be to always give a challenge to your targeted speaker for her next speech. So you can actually you could have provided Toastmaster Rashmi with a challenge which she could have overcome in her next speech. That is the same feedback I have for Toastmaster Ashir. I think both the speech evaluators, you were following the CRC approach, understanding the objectives and the purpose of your targeted speaker is imperative for any speech evaluator. Only feedback would be, as in speech evaluator, try to give challenge to your targeted speaker which he or she can overcome in his or her next speech. Toastmaster Vishal, again as a timer, no feedback. I think your report was comprehensive. Toastmaster Sagar, as an counter, only recommendation I have for you when you are just presenting your report that this individual or this speaker has these many filler words, try to also give suggestions that how we can overcome the usage of those filler words. What we could have done better in not using those filler words. As an counter, I think that really stood out. And then again, lastly, Toastmaster Mayank, I think he's someone we all are learning from. I'm learning from personally. Your observation and noting down all the good and not so good usages of grammar were remarkable. What I really like that you were also giving examples of redundancy in sentences. You were also giving examples how we could have improved on tenses, which is something I know for a fact is very difficult as a grammarian. So kudos to you for that and a job well done. And no feedback for you. And lastly, I think, yeah, that was my report. A fabulous meeting. Thank you so much for hearing me speaking for this long, and thank you so much for giving me the space where I can also provide you with all the suggestions and learnings. It was a wonderful meeting. I actually learned a lot from all of you. Looking forward for having these meetings in the future as well. With that, I would like to hand over the stage back to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Bhavna. A huge round of applause for her.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhavesh, for your detailed report. And I believe everybody have taken a note of what Bhavesh has just mentioned along with his staff team. So we have the voting link in the members and guest group. I would like to have the responses from everybody. I have got 10 responses. Request everybody to fill out that form. And in the meantime, I would request guests to come here on the stage and share their feedbacks about the meeting. We can start from you.
Okay, so I'm part of Toastmaster Club, Gurgaon Toastmaster Club for past 6 months now, and this is the first time I have come to another club to deliver my speech and interact with other Toastmaster outside my club, and it was fabulous. I have seen some of very humorous and great speakers over here. And to mention some, Ashish sir, Bhavesh, Mayank, Sunil sir, and lots of other people over here. Bhavna, of course, TTM, Vidushi, and all of you are just great and doing a fabulous job. And mostly, I would like to deliver my other speeches, and I would also like to come here to learn more from all these lovely Toastmasters over here. Thank you so much.
We would definitely love to have you again in our club and love to hear from you as well. So we would like to call upon Shashwat as well for the feedback.
So hello everyone. One more time, I'm Shashwat, and like again, it was really fun to be part of the meeting session, whatever we have right now. And again, like I want to be comfortable here in the stage. So this is what I want to improve on. I saw that as soon as I came here, and the only thing I wanted to was to go back. I did not think that through. So next time I would try to be better in that aspect. Obviously, I have to improve on a lot of things. I can improve on a lot of things. So that's my like main motive, and I think we have created a perfect environment to let that happen, right? At the start I was thinking like, why am I here again, right? So many questions, like what can I gain? So I try to take something positive out of this, whatever session we are having. And again, so I would like to improve on that, and thank you for creating such a wonderful environment to help us all grow. Thank you.
Thank you for your honest feedback, Shashwat. So we would like to call upon guest Kamika on the stage.
Hi everyone, so my name is Karmika Verma. As I always since 2 years I was looking some platform to improve my communication skill. So one day finally someone from my contact put the status of the Toastmaster, and then I out of curiosity I just messaged to that person like what is Toastmaster and how it can help to improve my communication skills. Then he gave me idea like this is the platform where you can practice public speaking, you can practice presentation, you can you can overcome your nervousness, and you can get out of rid of fear of staging. So that from that day, and it was the time of this year from April 2024. So from that time, like I Google like where in the Gurgaon I can where in Gurgaon where is the Toastmaster Club happen. So finally I found this is the nearest to my place, and today I'm here. So I found it very awesome place, like wonderful place where I can definitely I can improve my communication skills, and I found like everyone is very supportive, and no one here is to judge like when we are making mistakes. So I found it very really helping to improve the communication skills. Thank you.
Thank you for your feedback. So we have guest Abhishek and guest Peanut team. Yeah. So I would request you to unmute and share your feedback if you have any.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so we are moving forward, and I have got 14 responses. So the first vote was for best auxiliary role player, that was between timer, our counter, grammarian and bookmaster. This is for none other than Toastmaster Ashish, our bookmaster of the day.
Smile.
The next vote was for best table topic speaker. That was between me, Prateek, guest Shashwat, Toastmaster Bhavesh, Toastmaster Mayank, Toastmaster Sunny, Toastmaster Harsh, and Toastmaster Sunil. Any guesses?
Bhavesh or Sunil?
Oh, so this time this goes to Toastmaster Prateek. Toastmaster Prateek is not here. Okay, so next one was for best prepared speaker. That was between Toastmaster Sunny and Toastmaster Rashmi.
Both were
Tie.
good today.
Okay. So this goes to Toastmaster Rashmi.
Smile.
And the best speech evaluator, which was between Toastmaster Vishal and Toastmaster Ashish.
Ashish is an experienced evaluator.
That goes to Toastmaster Ashish. From different sides.
Smile.
Thank you.
Last one is for best role player. That was between Toastmaster of the Day, Table Topic Master, and our Journal Evaluator.
TTM and
Journal
veteran. TT.
This goes to Table Topic Master, Toastmaster.
जनरल डायरेक्टर रिपोर्ट थोड़ा लेट हो गया
थोड़ा बीच में this side. Smile.
No, Ashish is really right. I just want to add one thing. So Bhavesh has done really well. I really like the detailed report. I think the link we had posted before the GE report, that's the reason. Otherwise, from my side also, you are the winner.
Good job, Bhavesh.
With this, I would like to wrap up the meeting on a good note and wishing you all a happy weekend. Before that, I would request everybody to come on the camera, turn on their cameras if possible, and we can have a Zoom feed.
Zoom feed. Team feed.
Oh, sorry, team feed.
Today, team feed.
I'm trying to click a picture. Give me a moment. Okay. Just a second. Just a second. I think it's done. I hope it's done. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Okay.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Bhavesh.
We can have you in a hangover to watch.
मिस्टर सुनील, आप कब जा रहे हो शिमला?
मैं कल जा रहा हूँ।
अच्छा,
बस ये
क्या बात है।
मीटिंग अटेंड कर मीटिंग में तो कल निकलते हैं।
That's his hometown also.
Job at Shimla, that too at hometown. इससे बेटर पत्नी से दोस्त है, स्पेशल टैक्स लगवा दो ना।
The time is also very convenient.
Weather tax. air tax,
That's the reason why
pollution
on
free
the
air,
if by one
hometown
one
tax.
now you have like the entire weekend holiday.
आपके तो salary नहीं मिलेगी। सब tax में चली जाएगी।
आपको शिमला दे दिया सैलरी
Yeah, so now like
I just wanted to attend this meeting, तो मैंने ऐसा plan किया and we were
I think okay.
इस Saturday को I should be
Thank you.
हम तो सचिना के बाहर ही जाते हैं।
I have my office there. Which building? ये साइबर पार्क DLF साइबर पार्क।
Thank you.
कनेक्टेड है क्या?
हाँ।
क्लिक करने में।
हाँ
Oh, let's go. Oh, 5 ही।